Hello, this is Rabbi Cattapan. It's a few days before Purim, and I wanted to share with you something that I read in an article in the Peruvian Journal of General Archaeology. And it has to do with the celebration of Purim and Hanukkah. Since the dawn of civilization, scholars have questioned whether the story of the redemption of the Jews of Shushan has any basis outside the Hebrew Bible. Indeed, it was an unresolved mystery, as far as I can tell, until the recent discovery of an Incan inscription high in the Andes Mountains. The inscription dates from some time between the 1st and the 17th century before the Common Era. The inscription depicts in great detail the fight between the Mardocheans and the sons of darkness. In this story, the Mardocheans, who were the descendants of Don Mardoqueo, Spanish for Mordecai, fought a war against the sons of darkness. The leaders of the Mardocheans were one Yuda Macabo and his wife, Queen Teresita. At one point in the story, the sons of darkness managed to enter the temple of Inri, the sun god, and steal the sacred fire. Led by their evil leader El Haman Antiochos, they convinced the emperor that the queen's people were dangerous and that they should be exterminated. Very worried about the imminent destruction of her people, the queen gathers a new army of llamas, riders, and after many months of fighting in the mountains, they reach the capital, Shushanitsa. And after defeating their enemies, they capture the holy temple. As they enter the inner shrine, they notice that they had taken all the chicha. Chicha is a fermented alcoholic beverage usually derived from maize. And that chicha was needed for the consecration of the shrine. Sadly, it could take up to 8 days to ferment more chicha. But then a miracle happened. Mardoqueo shows up in a vision to the queen and tells her that eating fried llama ears will avert the tragedy. The queen is hesitant about cutting the llama's ears, so instead she instructs her people to prepare dough pockets, fill them with salsa, and deep fry them. It seems to work, and the chicha miraculously lasts for 8 days. The discovery of the inscription has altered the understanding of some Jewish holidays, which we have celebrated for the last 1,000 years or so. The Incan narrative reveals the true nature of 2 Jewish festivals, which you already guess. It turns out that Hanukkah and the oil was actually once chicha instead. And the Incan origin story included llamas, for sure, but not a llama, the Spanish word for flame. This is a common mistake, not to be confused with se llama Estercita, meaning her name is Estercita. So llama, llama, and llama are not the same. Thus, we can see the confusion between chicha and oil. If this was not enough evidence of the coalescent traditions, one should look no further than the name of the evil leader, which resembles our Haman on the one hand and Antiochus IV on the other. According to the Peruvian scholars, this was no coincidence. They found evidence of a Jewish presence in the area, including all mezuzot and kiddush wine made from local corn. I am sure that more research will be needed, but one thing is clear. Purim and Hanukkah began as Incan festivals before they were adopted by our people. And that's the word of wisdom before this Purim. Chag Sameach. I hope to see you on Thursday at the stadium. Bye-bye. Take care.